If religion is so profound and powerful, then why hasn't it changed the world yet? Does that mean that it is a falsehood and then there isn't truth to it? No, it does not mean that, because within every religion is a seed of great truth. But unfortunately, that seed has been confounded and confused, dogmatized, ritualized, to the point where it is hard to discern the original seed, the life-changing and world-changing aspect of that particular religion. So, the Urantia book is going into detail here. This is on page 1087 for those who are following along, about the weakness of institutional religion. And if this book is what it is, says it is, then this should be the most profound explanation of this that anybody could possibly receive. And if it is that, then I continue to follow along, like and subscribe, and let us continue our growth here on this channel. The weakness of institutional religion. Institutional religion cannot afford inspiration and provide leadership in this impending worldwide social reconstruction and economic reorganization, because it has unfortunately become more or less of an organic part of the social order and the economic system which it is destined to undergo reconstruction. So it would have to be reconstructing itself. It's so wrapped in and tied into all of these social systems and social orders. Only the real religion, here's a great definition if you want to know what real religion is. Only the real religion of personal spiritual experience can function helpfully and creatively in the present crisis of civilization. Look at those key, huge words. It's a crisis here that we're living out, folks. And this is a personal spiritual experience. That is the real religion, because it is those individuals, those persons, who have been thus truly transformed, not just by a theology, but just truly spiritually awakened, that are in the society, working in the society, that are subtly and or largely transforming it. It isn't a social group that is imposing their dogmas upon the entirety. Institutional religion is now caught in the stalemate of a vicious cycle. It cannot reconstruct society without first reconstructing itself. And being so much an integral part of the established order, it cannot reconstruct itself until society has been radically reconstructed. So that's the stalemate there, folks. Imagine if one of these religions came out tomorrow and said that they are changing their idea. Imagine if Christians came out and said, hey, by the way, we are going to adopt evolution. We are going to update our religion. Or maybe the Hebrew religion, Jewish religion came out and said, oh, by the way, you don't have to do X, Y, Z and oil the this and the that on the third of every month and so forth. And that stuff's a little bit outdated, or any of these things. It would just be, what? I mean, they'd have to admit they were wrong, and they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that. So we're not encumbered by that stuff. This book is not an encumbering thing. This book says it's updated. Truth is living. Revelation, which this book is revealed, a revealed religion of love. Those are the three things. Before we go on, let's just make sure we understand this. Okay, you have your institutional, man-made, evolved religions, which evolved from the fear concept of early primitive man who was afraid of his dreams, afraid of ghosts, and various things. So he evolved a religion of fear. Periodically, you get a thing called revelation on the planet. We've only had 5. Jesus of Nazareth was the 4th. This book was the 5th. Those revealed religions are religions of love, which are supposed to upstep those religions of fear. They're supposed to synthesize and coordinate those things, okay? And then you have your personal religion, okay? The revealed religion is a religion of love. Your personal religion is then how you take all of that and then how you function and how you choose to have your own relationship with deity and divinity. So it's an important thing to note that when learning these things. So don't have that religion of fear. That's that primitive type of religion. Take the revelation of religion of love. Not religionists must function in a society, in industry, and in politics as individuals, not as groups, parties, or institutions. A religious group which presumes to function as such, apart from religious activities, immediately becomes a political party, an economic organization, or a social institution. That's what we have with our religions. Even your Buddhism, who wants to be so, trying to dodge it and avoid it, but they're just their social organization with their monasteries and all of the hierarchies of the Dalai Lama and so forth. That's political type stuff. Religious collectivism must confine its efforts to the furtherance of religious causes, which is spiritual. Religionists are of no more value in the task of social reconstruction than non-religionists, except in so far as their religion has conferred upon them enhanced cosmic foresight and endowed them with that superior social wisdom which is born of the sincere desire to love God supremely and to love every man as a brother in the heavenly kingdom. That's the revealed religion right there. It's as simple as that. You can add anything else to it that you want. That's up to your own personal belief and viewpoint. If you whatever, okay? But that's the simple. When you understand those two things, you're going to be functioning on a different level. That's the change of heart right there. You're going to have wisdom beyond what you could possibly have as just a pure human when you tap into that divine wisdom, that cosmic mind. Supremely, and to love every man as a brother and woman in the heavenly kingdom. An ideal social order is that in which every man and woman loves his neighbor as he loves himself. That's deep. It's difficult, but this is the only way that you can do that is if you're having that godly type of... The institutional church may have appeared to serve society in the past, so okay, give credit where credit is due, by glorifying the established political and economic orders. But it must speedily cease such action if it is to survive. Its only proper attitude consists in the teaching of nonviolence, the doctrine of peaceful evolution in the place of violent revolution. See, that's why we are okay with going at the pace that the universe wants us to and making world change. Could be 1,000 years. That's peaceful evolution. We don't want to do a violent revolution. Peace on earth and goodwill among men. That's the attitude. Modern religion finds it difficult to adjust its attitude toward the rapidly shifting social changes only because it has permitted itself to become so thoroughly traditionalized, dogmatized, and institutionalized. The religion of living experience finds no difficulty in keeping ahead of all these social developments and economic upheavals, in which it ever functions as a moral stabilizer, social guide, and spiritual pilot. True religion carries over from one age to another the worthwhile culture and that wisdom which is born of the experience of knowing God and striving to be like Him. So there's still threads. Like I said, in all of those religions, there is a grain of truth. They do teach that in Christianity about Jesus, teaching to believe in God and to love each other. But then it just becomes this so many extra things about how he got stabbed in the side with a spear and blah, blah, blah. Religion and the religionists. Early Christianity was entirely... Oh, wait. Jeez, that was a short one. Yeah, we'll save that for the next video. Yeah, we had a short one on the weakness of institutional religion. Now, keep in mind, I just want to zoom out. That is a very fitting and searing thing. That's saying... It's acknowledging the religion's weakness, while at the same time, it's not saying every single person who did a religion should be ashamed of themselves because it did have an important thing in the past. But let's leave that in the past now and then grow towards the now and the future so that we can upstep society and have this goodwill amongst men and women, peace on earth type stuff, which is what we are going for. We're helping because we don't want to have so much hardship and individually and collectively on the planet. So this is our attempt. Here's two good. As you change yourself, you change the world around you, and as you master yourself, you master the world around you. So keep those two things in mind. That is how they're teaching to go about change. You have a personal religious experience here. Where does it say it? Somewhere around here. I forget. It's somewhere in this part. It said the personal religious experience. That's who should be functioning inside of it, inside of the societies. Okay. Thanks, folks. I appreciate you checking out the videos. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.